Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Brothers channel. I'm one brother.
And I'm the second brother. Hey, hello, everybody. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
Today, we want to talk about something we touched about in the last video and touched on a little bit on the last video. The fact that the world is now a global market and technology has made it so. Okay. Now, one of the things that I've experienced on this journey is that human beings are usually the same. That means that human beings have been the same from the dawn of time, before Stone Age, Iron Age, agricultural age. You know, human beings, we've all throughout been the same. What has always changed is technology. I did an audio on that slavery was economically motivated. Okay, I'll put that in the library. All right, and one of the things that I spoke about there is that, you know, again, what really triggered slavery was the need for labor.
Yeah,
that was it. They needed cheap labor, and slavery was the cheapest labor they could find. Okay, it was horrible, it was terrible, it was, you know, however, it was just cheap labor. Now, guess what? The reason why I brought that up is not to make everybody sad, is to let you know that we're now moving into a time now where technology is going to replace a lot of human labor. So we're now actually moving into a time now where jobs are going to continue to shrink. So anyone whose plan right now in this world is, I'm going to study hard, I'm going to get my degree, and I'm going to get a good job, you are not on a good plan. Because you cannot compete with technology.
That time has gone.
God help you when artificial intelligence comes. What I'm trying to tell you
is already here, Mr. Phil. It's already here.
I didn't want to scare them too much, Mr. Clay, because they don't even know why we're going through this corona thing. So AI is the perfect slave. So
yes, sir.
Humanity, we're actually getting to a point now where we are all going to have our own personal slaves.
Yes, sir.
What do you think Alexa is?
Yes, sir.
Alexa, tell me this. Alexa, tell me that. That's your personal slave.
Personal butler.
That personal butler. Now, what does that mean? That means that it will make your labor very cheap.
Yes, sir.
You can't, it will get to a point that you can't even beg people to go and be their slave anymore because they don't need you anymore.
That's right.
You are
Number one,
they've got to feed you, they've got to clothe you, they've got to make sure you're okay. Alexa
exactly.
doesn't do all of that.
Alexa
you will need to go on holiday or the unions will start screaming. The unions will start saying that you need a holiday. The union will start saying you need pension. Alexa doesn't do none of that.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Claire, what do you think?
Oh my! I was just jumping on my base to jump in, you know, because you know, competing with a robot, you know, a robot doesn't fall sick. A robot doesn't need a break. A robot doesn't need a holiday, like you said. A robot doesn't have emotional turmoil, you know. A robot, believe it or not, doesn't have personal issues.
Thank you.
You know, it's like saying your vacuum has a bad attitude, you know. You just get a new one, you know. So an upgrade at that. So, you know, this is a very, very exciting time. I remember years ago, Mr. Phil, you used to say that, oh, you know, guys, Eastern Europeans are coming to take your jobs.
Yeah.
Be scared, they're coming. You know, and I used to think like, what are you talking about? You know, and now robots are here.
Mr. Clay, did the Eastern European, did they come or did they not come?
They did. They came.
They came.
They're still here.
Did they not take the jobs we were talking about?
Yeah, they took it. They're still here.
And
You
like
know?
you said, they're still here. But guess what they two did bargain for? They two did bargain that the AI was coming right behind them. So what we're talking about, we're saying that we're now actually living in a world where your labor is not that valuable anymore.
Beautiful.
Guess what is valuable? Your intellectual capital. That's what we keep saying about your value. What is that gift that you have? We're saying that the world is a global village. If you have a value that I need, I can pay you from here in Nigeria. Right or wrong, Mr. Clay?
Very right, because when you think about it, the richest man in the world is a programmer.
Wow.
That's got to tell you something. The clue is there, right there. It's not, the richest man in the world is not a boxer. It's not a sprinter. It's not a dancer. It's not a singer. It's a programmer. So what do you think he's using all that money to do?
To do more programming.
You know why we're laughing? We're laughing because because sometimes the age changes while you're in mid-sentence. And you have to be ready to adapt, not to be scared of it, not to go into panic mode, not to go into, you know, the closet, you know, not to stick your head in the sand. Like most people will be like, oh, you know, they're still telling their kids, go to school, get a good education, and get a good job, right? That's what they're telling their kids still in 2020. Let's say, let's forget 2020. Let's just start talking about 2021.
Imagine.
Because
they're still telling their kids this. I tell my kids, guess what? I'm not going to hide it. I tell them, I look at them and I say, you know what? This is what seems good. This is what is unique about you. Work on that. Because I tell my children, pick something that you can be the best at in the world. Like Mr. Kne said, I am not the best footballer. I am not the best dancer. I am not the best choreographer. I'm not the best actor. But let me tell you one thing. I've got one of my sons, actually two of my sons that are very good at acting. Later, when I saw them act, I got cold sweat.
Wow.
I told them straight away, I said, you see that? These guys act, you know, they acted in their school plays. Later, I'll show you one of the videos, yeah? And honestly, I said, right, that's what you're good at.
You got one head.
You know, what am I stupid to say? If I see that my child is a healer, that's what I will encourage him in.
Yes,
if I see my child is naturally gifted at putting things together to make them work in an engineering way, that's what I will hone that value. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
The days of saying you're going to go, and like I said in the last video, this idea of go to school, get a certificate so that I can get a job is a very low tier in the market.
Yes, sir.
It's one of the lowest tier in the market, where you have to go and rely on begging somebody with your CV. Please give me a job. Please give me a job. We showed the example of the Inlovu choir. Which one of them went to Simon Cowell and said, please give me a job?
No, he's the one begging, like, can't wait to sign them.
Can I sign you guys?
If anybody else starts you up, let me make sure.
You came to my show, so I get the first to say,
you know,
sign you first. So what we're saying is this, that times have changed. And Mr. Clay said, instead of you to be afraid of the change, embrace the change.
Embrace it.
And apparently the same Chinese word for chaos is the same word for opportunity.
Powerful.
That means that whenever you're saying everything is all wrong in Chinese, you're saying the same thing, that there's an opportunity, there's a huge opportunity.
Wow.
Again, let me repeat, apparently the same word for opportunity in Chinese is the same word for chaos. It's the same word for everything's gone wrong. Could that be that they put that in their language so that they can remember that when everything is gone wrong, is the greatest point where there's opportunity?
That's where they need to focus their attention. And
Mr.
just
Clay,
could that be why they're all over Africa all of a sudden?
because like Mr. Clay is saying, they're not coming to Europe to come and fix Europe.
No.
They're looking for where there's the need. Where is the need? And where the need is where you can take your value.
Exactly.
So look, you are again, we're sending this message to you guys in Africa so that if our message touches one person, then we've done our job.
Yes. Not just Africa.
Because again, Mr. Clay, I was talking about my own value earlier on. Yeah. My own value is that I am somebody, I believe one of my greatest strengths is being able to motivate people, being able to inspire people, being able to lead people. And my expertise actually is leading people that have nothing. That is where my interest, that is my value that I'm bringing to the market. Some people can work with people when you already have capital.
Exactly.
They can show you how to do business when you already have capital. Exactly. When you have maybe 20 million naira to invest, when you have 40 million naira to invest, then they will talk to you. They don't talk to you if you don't have nothing. I can, if you give me 20 million, 40 million naira, for me that's easy. That's not where I chose to make my expertise. I personally chose to make my, what if there's nobody?
Yes, sir.
What if there's nothing? Nothing. That's where I chose my expertise, and that's the value I'm bringing, in the sense that I'm bringing that value because I've chosen myself to master that.
Yes, sir.
Now, what if we find ourselves in a situation where we don't have anything? That's why my message is targeting Africa. And again, the reason is not that my message is only targeting Africa. We're doing everywhere, because there are people that are poor here as well. Don't worry,
Yes, sir.
There are people that don't have. Again, very quickly, let me hand over to Mr. Clay because I don't want to argue. But when he comes back, I'll talk about poor and broke. Difference between poor and broke.
Sir. Like you said, one of the amazing things that is to recognize what you're good at.
Thank you.
What you want to specialize in.
Thank you.
And it's mostly what you enjoy doing naturally anyway. Because, we come from our parent generation, they told you what you must become, rather than looking at what God has gifted you and helping you to harness it. It's only years later that you hear of the Tiger Woods. You say, oh, this guy harnessed his child's talent. You hear of the Williams sisters. You say, oh, yes. You mean black people can play tennis too?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, where people are harnessing it. So now we're the generation that's harnessing the talents of our children because they are here to bless the world, not to chase after money, something that is not real. So what is my talent, Mr. Phil? What would you say my talent is before I jump into it?
To be honest, one of your talents, Mr. Clay, is you are the greatest. And this is where a lot of people may not appreciate it because your talent is very, very subtle, very, very powerful. You bring what I call calmness into any situation. It's like a superpower. And when I say calmness, a lot of people will even overlook that. What is calmness? First and foremost, for you to bring calmness to something, you have to have the capacity to actually understand what is going on first.
Exactly.
You have to have the capacity to actually stand out and look and actually be able to read and speak the language of that terrain. So that is what I see as your strength. And it's a big strength, because if everybody is losing their head, you need someone that will calmly steady the ship. Am I wrong?
Oh, you're bang on, because I was, the way I would have put it is that I have my talent is to connect with people,
Okay.
to understand people's energies. And
Thank
you said the same thing, but you said it
Wow.
from your point of view.
Perspective. Because we've never
Unders-
actually even spoken about this
no,
before.
no. So we're doing it the first time on video. So you guys are lucky
Imagine
to be hearing this.
the way you Canada put me in the spot, which I don't mind. We're used to it. But
But
we've never
it's
actually
like,
spoken about it before. That what is your, and again, like I said, your strength may be overlooked. But for those people that understand what it is, they will come and fly you out in a private jet.
yes, sir. Yes,
Come
sir.
on, please come back. Because again, like you said, we're the generation now where we are appreciating to see the gifting that the universe has put in. And I didn't go to school for this. And don't get me wrong, some people are still looking at me and looking and saying, what kind of father is this? You're not even encouraging your daughter to do this. You're not encouraging your son to do this. Everybody is going that way and coming off the cliff to their death.
Yes, sir.
They're all queuing. Excuse my, I like my my theatrics. They're walking on the cliff, then they drop. When will you say, hang on, looks like that place is not the place to go? If everyone is dropping, you know what I'm calling that now? Student loans.
Ooh.
University debt.
You went there.
That is the drop now.
You went there, sir.
Everybody that is going to university now are coming up, and they're coming out now with a near useless degree, a definite useless certificate, but indebted for life.
Yes, sir. You went there.
This is the only loan that cannot be written off. They will write IBM loans off. They will write Apple's loan off. They will write Amazon's loan off. They will not write that student loan off. Anybody. They're even thinking of actually willing it to the people that if you die, they will it to your family.
Wow.
So why will I now encourage my children to go and get that loan for a degree in a world where AI is coming to take the job? Mr. Claire.
It's what you just said there. The reason I'm laughing is because, I look at, like we say, my superpower. My parents should have looked at me and said, you know what, this guy will make a good psychiatrist, psychiatrist, where he can just listen to people and help solve their problems. Or if they're looking bigger, they could say, you know what, this guy could actually deal with company issues, big industrial issues,
which is what you ended up doing.
Which is what I kind of like defaulted into.
Yeah.
So, it is beautiful when you see somebody in their gifting. Because then the universe can inspire them and bring healing and order to the situation. So, and which is why you look at me and I'm saying I'm naturally drawn to chaos. I'm naturally drawn to troubled people.
Wow.
I'm actually drawn to the down and out.
Wow.
And that's because it's my gifting to heal them. So
hence we're doing this video, because your gifting is drawn to the down and out. My gifting is to bring inspiration to the down and out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And again, like I keep saying, it's not only the down and out, because after a while, the down and out come out of that and become. But again, my gifting is to be able to start with nothing. That is where my pride comes in.
And that is a powerful, powerful gifting, because it automatically disqualifies money and goes straight to value and goes straight to the real substance.
Exactly.
Something that you can take anywhere in the world, and then you make that thing strong enough that is viable in any environment in the world.
Environment. So what is your gift? That is what we're going to. That's where we're going to. What is your gifting? Start thinking about it. Call us. Write, put a comment in the section. Say, look, again, we say that the world is a global market. Now that means that we got something called WhatsApp. Anybody can call anybody. What are you guys doing with that in Africa?
Yes, sir.
We got, again, is the unfortunate thing is that a lot of people are still in the old mindset. So instead of them thinking of how they can bring the value to the world, they're still thinking of how they want to use cunningness to outsmart people and trick them out of money. No, you don't have to trick people out of money. Just bring your value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't have to basically use the,
Go there, sir. Go there, sir.
Okay. I didn't want to use it, but there was an incident this weekend, and someone came into our group and said they were getting married and they wanted us to send them money. And in the end, I told the guy that, look, who are you? We don't even know you. You just come from nowhere. Oh, I've been part of this group since, so for many years. But yes, you've been part of the group, but you've not said a word for 4 years. Now you want to get married, you just come up, oh, send me money because I want to get married. Where does it work like that? But if over those 4 years, you've said hello, you communicated with us and said, oh, I'm just saying hi. I don't have anything to say. I'm just saying hi. We would be like, who's this person? You know what I'm saying? We communicate with you. If in those 4 years you say, you know what, I'm in Nigeria, I don't have anything, but you know what, all I can just say is God bless you. You're still giving something. But you don't say nothing for 4 years. So again, if it does 4 years, that guy basically came and said, you know what, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just encouraging you, just like we are encouraging us here. Oh, I saw this great article, post it. You understand what I'm saying?
Anything.
Correspondence start happening. You understand what I'm saying?
Like you said, there's one person there that nobody has spoken to, but all she does every morning is good morning.
Carry on, please.
And good morning is enough for you to at least know somebody's there. And also to know that that person is actually not coming with a need, but coming with a seed. She's planting a good morning seed in everybody's life.
We know what is so powerful about that. This lady that we're talking about, she comes to the group and all she will say is good morning. Mr. Khaled, it's got to a point now that people are looking forward to her good morning.
I mean, if anything happens to her, if her good morning doesn't come, then there's going to be a problem.
Honestly, it actually happened. One day, the good morning did not come. People started asking, where's that lady? All this lady does in the group is just a good morning. And once in the blue moon, she will say good night. Everyone go here. But look at that. Even good morning, just that little good morning is a value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People are actually looking forward to it now.
Yes, sir.
She's been doing it now for like 2 years. That's all she does. good morning. Now people look forward to the good morning lady. Because some people live alone, they don't have anyone to say good morning to. At least I will get good morning from her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you think as a group we want to do something and won't invite her? Do you think everybody will not embrace her when they see her?
Come on. What
So when we're
about?
saying there's value in everything, it is because there's value in everything, Mr. Clay.
Yes, sir. You know, this thing doesn't have to be complicated. You know your gift. If you don't know your gift, ask people around you, what do you think my gifts are? People that you respect. You know, people that have known you a long time. You know, what do you think? What do you think I'm good at? You know, because some of us has been totally miseducated and misprogrammed completely. So we're not sure, you know, what we are anymore. You know, I have people that know that all their life they've loved doing design or loved drawing or singing, but their family made them be a doctor in the hospitals. So they're there treating patients and singing along, but they know that truly the minute they tell them I'm retired, they will be running around singing to everywhere, you know. So don't let that be your story. You know, and another thing is this: the money will come. The minute you polish your skill, the minute you know your value, the minute you will see where you slot into the jigsaw of life, into this whole massive universe. You will find your place with your gift. You know, I have people that will come to me and say they need to talk to me. And I say, I don't talk much. Why do you need to talk to me? No, I need to talk to you. And we get talking. They don't need to talk to me. Because even when I start trying to talk, they're like, no, you know, it becomes like coming back and forth. So I just stay quiet and I listen to them. They just need me to listen to them. And by the time I finish listening to them, they say, you know what, you gave me what I needed. One word you said is all I needed. Thank you very much. And they're off again. You know? That is serious value.
Of course. And what Mr. Clay is saying there is polish that gift. Like you said, if you need to ask people what are my gifts, let people tell you. Identify it and work on it.
Yes,
like
sir.
The Novo Choir, like we were talking about in the last video, work on it. If it takes 10 years, so what?
Work on it.
Welcome to the reality. Again, the value is what sets you apart. The universe has already said it. It says, show me a man competent in his skill and he will stand before kings.
Yes, sir.
It didn't say, show me a guy that has money and he will stand before.
No.
It's value. Show me a man working on that value and he will stand before kings and queens. You know what that means? That means they will fly you out. Yes, you.
It's you.
Fly you out on a private jet, even when there's a pandemic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because they need your value. So start seeing the world as a global market. You're not poor. All you are is broke.
Yes, sir.
Is the mentality. Cannot be helped. Broke is temporary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what I want you to know is this: your value, what you're bringing in, your skill, what you're polishing, what your gift, because the world is a global market, and you will be something that might be needed on the other side of the world.
Oh, yes.
In a remote village somewhere.
Oh, yes.
They're waiting for you to develop yourself so you can be their solution.
Right now, a lot of people don't even know this. I don't know why there's a disconnect. Everyone in Nigeria right now know that people in the UK, they need your services.
Oh, yes.
But they will not come to you. You have to come to them to let them know this is the solution I'm offering. And guess what? Do you know how easy it is to send money to somebody's bank account in Lagos now? It's seconds.
Like that.
And let me end on this note. There's a guy that used to do, I didn't even know it was filters on photography. And Mr. Akinleye, this guy, I saw him on Facebook. He's a Nigerian. And I tell you the God honest truth. If this guy had told me then that I should pay him £100 for him to treat my pictures, I would have wired him that £100. He even got to a point where I started chasing the guy. It was so hard. It was like I was saying, here's my money. Take my money. Please take my money. And the guy is looking at me and not interested. I'm like, my money I need, because I liked the way he was putting. Like I said, I didn't even know it was filters that he was using. But he was using it in a very effective way back then. Filters that you just click a button and
they would just
color your pictures. Yeah?
Do everything for you.
I didn't know that was what he was doing, but it looked so beautiful the way he was doing, using the graphics and everything. I didn't know he was just using simple software that would take him maybe 5 minutes. But at that time, if the guy told me, you know what, Mr. Phil, pay me £200 for my service, I was like, yes. I was looking for the guy. Honestly, it was so hard for me to give my money to this guy. It was so hard for me to give my money to this guy. Why? Because he had no process to receive it. He was not interested in receiving my money. So that's just me. What if he had made the process very easy for me to give him my money so that he can give me the value? I will be one of thousands in the UK.
Yes, sir.
So that means that this guy will not be dealing in Naira anymore. He will be dealing in pounds, even though he's in Nigeria.
In thousands of pounds. In thousands of pounds.
Someone will see his work that is done for me. They'll say, where did you do this?
Exactly.
And I'll tell them, oh, the guy is in Nigeria and this is how you pay him. Boom. Yes, but Mr. Akinleye, honestly, the guy, he just couldn't see it. He was not interested. And that same guy today now, that I now realize that it was filters he was using, why would I want to pay him £200 for what I know that I can do myself now? Guess what? He missed the boat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He missed the boat.
Yes, sir.
And dare I say, that is the situation of millions of Nigerians find themselves. That disconnect from their service to the people that need their service and are willing to pay for it.
Yes, sir.
Even when they were willing to pay for it, these people don't have the processes in place to actually receive the payment and deliver the value.
They don't have the personal development.
Okay. I literally sent this guy on Facebook, sorry, I've been trying to reach you. I like the way you've been treating your fingers. Can you please get in touch with me? Blah, blah, blah. I left it. The guy ignored my message. Next thing I knew, I saw he was doing something, but to be honest, the guy ain't doing well. As he can, even if he's doing well, as not to the level that he can be, because like I told you, the guy's clientele could be in America and UK now, and he will not be dealing in Naira anymore. He'll be dealing in pounds and dollars while he's in Nigeria.
I can think of so many stories like that, Mr. Phil.
Oh, wow.
Where the product is actually good, but the individual behind the product lacks personal development and personal vision for a particularly good product. So, and it's all about, that could be your skill. You could be one of us where you actually help people develop themselves.
Okay.
And develop their skills.
Okay.
And people will gladly, like that guy now, because of the thousands of pounds he's missed out on, do you think he will pay you money to make sure that he doesn't miss out on opportunity like that going forward?
Okay. Okay.
So we are a global market.
Right now, we're a global market. Anyhow, you have anything in Nigeria and we can pay to your bank account. I pay to GTB. I pay to First Bank. I pay any.
Yes, sir.
Take
Yes,
seconds.
Sir. 10 seconds.
So we don't even have to forget the world is now look, we're all in the same place now because we don't even need to get on planes anymore.
Yes.
WhatsApp,
yes.
Zoom.
You can see, you can have a video call. Video
Easy.
call. Do what you need to do. Do the connection you need to connect. Send the person the money. You send back the value.
Done. And I know, sorry about this, Mr. Clay. I know that this video is going a bit long, but let's just end on this note and just say that, look, people outside Nigeria send millions and millions,
billions
dollars every year into Africa.
Yes, sir.
From US, from Mexico, from Germany, from UK, from into Africa. If it is money that will solve Africa's problem, money would have solved it.
Yes, sir.
Because every year, you lot out there are receiving money from family, friends, every time. But guess what? The disconnect is there. So that's not going to change anything. All it does is disempower you to think about actually sustainable value. Because once you get the handout, you spread your hand, they put it in there. All you're learning to do is when you need money, you go like this. Then they'll put it in there. Then you need money, you go like this. Then you put it in there. What happens today? You go like this and nothing comes.
I've just checked it, Mr. Phil.
Please.
$38 billion.
Woo! Comes into Nigeria.
Into Africa.
Into Africa. $38 billion.
And that was back in 2017. So it's probably more now.
More now. So if $38 billion is not going to change anything in Africa, and this is after tax dollars, this is dollars from friends and family.
Yes, sir.
They've worked, they've sweated, they've paid the price, and they're now gifting Africa. And still Africa is, because guess what? Nothing of value can be built on just handouts. If you hand out to people, all you do is spoil them.
Yes, sir.
But if you teach them how to create value, then you have sustainable. Last story I'm going to quickly give. Did you know that there was a story between Puff Daddy, PDD, and Donald Trump?
No.
Okay. The story went that way before Donald Trump became president, Puff Daddy used to borrow money from Donald Trump.
Wow.
And Donald Trump used to give him loans at exorbitant rates. Like, give him, like 10 million and pay me back my 10 million in 6 months, but with 2 million interest.
Oh.
Something ridiculous like that. And Puff Daddy used to take the money, take it to go to artists like Mary J. Blige, Thingy, put on shows, and he will pay Donald Trump back the money that he owed with the interest. And Donald Trump started looking at this black guy and saying, what? So after a while, Donald Trump said, you know what? I've got other friends that you can borrow money from. And Puff Daddy became bigger and bigger and bigger because he was delivering. Not because he was borrowing money. He was borrowing money and paying on time and with interest. So he got to a point where Donald Trump started vouching for him. So let's end on this note. Do you think Donald Trump was borrowing or giving Puff Daddy money because he liked Puff Daddy?
No, sir.
Or because of the value that Puff Daddy was bringing him? And what was that value? How do you turn 10 million to 12 million in 6 months?
Yeah, exactly. Where are you going to get that?
Value.
Where are you going to get that?
That PDD was bringing. So right now, Africa needs to be the PDD.
Mm.
The rest of the world is Donald Trump.
Mm.
You say you don't have opportunities,
In the global market.
and you say Puff Daddy has opportunity. You go and borrow 10 million and return 12 in this month. You will develop skill quick, or you'll be in jail. Mr. Clay, that's it, done.
Well, beautiful, Mr. Bill. Man, it's so beautiful. Yes, this is a global village. There's no point, trying to avoid the inevitable. Don't be, everything is just seems to be telling you the same thing, that we believe in you, we love you, we know you can do this. We know you can accomplish your goals, you can accomplish your dreams. A good God will not give you a dream that doesn't give you the ability to accomplish it. So dream big, dream bigger, so you can work harder and bring it to life. On that note, sir, I'm going to hand you back to Mr. Phil.
Well, this is Mr. Phil saying, remember, you can do it, and we believe in you. God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.